Did Angela just lose her saving grace? Why is Selena suddenly scaling with magic power? And is Kimi about to spam her ultimate even more often? Hi guys, Kazuki here, and today we are diving into the patch 1.9.90, focusing on hero changes, item adjustments, and all the system tweaks that are going to impact your ranked grind. Let's move on to some support adjustments, starting with Angela. Her ultimate shield just got a pretty big trim. Instead of scaling from 1000 to 1600 with 200% to 300% magic power, it's now locked in at 800 to 1300 plus 250% magic power. The developers are trying to balance her out after equipment changes made healing and shields stronger across the board. Angela means you will still save lives, but don't expect to turn your allies into unkillable tanks anymore. Before we continue, a huge thanks to everyone who joined our live stream. It was both fun and scary at the same time. We already have the winners of Naruto skin and 5 epic skins. If you are one of the winners, please contact us through the provided email. Once verified, your rewards will be sent to you.
Nice.
But we are not stopping here. Our road to 1.6 million subscribers is still live, and I promise to give away something even bigger. So make sure you are with us. Following close behind is Vakshya, and yep, he's feeling the ripple effect too. His passive healing reduction has been brought down from 50% to 40%, thanks to the same equipment overall. So while Vakshya is still great for ruining Esther's day, he's now just a little less oppressive at shutting down regen composition. Now for a hero that's heating up, Wu Zetian is looking a little more fiery in this patch. Her skill 1's base damage has been bumped up across the board. The first 2 Phoenix waves now deal 200 to 275 damage, up from 185 to 260. And the third wave now hits for 385 to 660, increased from 330 to 630. That's an all-around buff to her poke and burst. And if you were struggling to finish off targets before, they are not getting away this time. Shifting over to burst assassins, Selena gets a very minor buff this time. Her ultimate now grants 10 to 40 bonus magic power, which may not look huge, but it smooths out her damage curve and gives her a little more relevance in mid to late game, if you are playing a full mage build. Let's check back in with Uranus, who has been on a bit of a roller coaster lately. After his previous nerf to Radiance uptime, the developers are reverting that part. Radiance duration is now back to 10 seconds. But to balance that, the skill 1 can no longer stack Radiance on hit, meaning it now relies solely on passive regen over time. His sustain will feel more consistent, but his burst taking in lane trades, that's definitely toned down. Now here's a fun one. Joe had just got a chunk of his jungle potential back. His passive can now stake on creeps again, though it's only at 50% effectiveness. That's still a huge help for faster wave clearing and jungle pressure, especially if you are running him as a roaming jungler or hybrid tank. Let's bring in some artillery. Kimi's ultimate just became a bit more spammy. Its cooldown has been reduced from 55 to 45 seconds to 50 to 40 seconds, which makes her long-range poke even more annoying. This buff also helps her chip away at backlines during long fights without waiting an eternity for her next barrage. Next up is our Lord, and this guy's lifesteal just got checked. His skill 2 HP recovery now maxes out at 270, down from 350. Not a brutal nerf, but enough to make him feel a little more mortal when he is diving backline after backline. Sliding over to Esmeralda, who has always been the queen of shields, her ultimate has gotten a neat little double buff. Mana cost is now reduced from 150 to 100, and the cooldown has been lowered from 32 to 24 seconds to 30 to 20 seconds. It's nothing massive, but it makes her rotation smoother and lets her join more fights without running dry. Heading back to fighters, Lucas is getting a very light touch-up. His skill 1 combo bonus damage is now 45%, total physical attack down from 50%. That slightly lowers his burst ceiling, especially when you chain everything perfectly. But he's still got more than enough tools to carry. Kadita, on the other hand, is surfing her way into fights a bit faster now. Her base movement speed has increased from 240 to 255, and while that might seem small, it's a huge for her playstyle. Faster rotations, quicker wave clears, and more reliable flank angles. Kadita players are eating good. And finally, Paquito is being rewound for now. The developers are temporarily reverting the recent skill 1 changes, bringing him back to his old combo flow. If you didn't like the experimental tweaks last patch, you will feel right at home again. Enjoy it while it lasts. Moving on to battlefield adjustments. Starting off with Endless Battle. There is a subtle nerf coming to its sustained potential. The HP recovery from Divine Justice has been shifted from 60 to 50% total physical attack to 80 to 40% total physical attack. So while you get a bigger flat number early on, your scaling into the mid and late game takes a hit. Fighters and burst ADC might feel this one during longer duels. On the flip side, Stalin side just got a discount. Its price has been dropped from 2220 to 2120 gold. It's a small change, but hey, every bit of saving counts when you are trying to get online faster in the mid game. And yes, the developers are continuing their battle effect test this week. The Dino Planet themed map and Roaring Strike Battlefield mode are making a return to the advanced server to collect more player data. So if you didn't get the chance to try these out last time, this is your window. Quick bug fix shoutout here. Nathan's skill 1 indicator has finally been fixed. There was a mismatch between the indicator and its actual range, and that's now been cleaned up. No more blind waves or unexpected pokes from downtown. Now let's talk about system adjustments, because there is a whole bunch of backend improvements rolling in, starting with season achievements. Some style requirements have been adjusted to make them more fair across the board. Less grind, more achievable milestones. Moving into the collection tab. Tweak. A few more helpful tweaks. Exclusive items now grant collection points. Tab sorting has been optimized for smoother navigation. There is a new note on filter for easier scan and item tracking. Then we have got the launch of Hero Collection feature. You can now mark your favorite heroes as preferred before a match, and they will automatically pin to top of your hero selection screen. That means faster picks, less panic, and more I called mid energy in ranked. Highlight system got juiced up too. Under in-game highlights, you will now see notification for huge AoEs and perfect shots. And the timing for these highlights has been optimized to better match real gameplay hype moments. And finally, under other optimizations, auto selection has been cleaned up. The in-game skill board now shows detailed skill info. And temporarily, the season achievement system on advanced server is closed while they fine-tune things. Oh, and before we wrap up, the Starlight shop is getting a few new adjustments as of June 6th. Angela's Avatar of Time returning resources will be available for direct exchange with the Starlight fragments. However, her return pack will be removed by the end of June, so grab it before June 30th. Meanwhile, Leslie's Hawkeye Sniper and Kagura's Water Lily packs are staying for now, with their removal cancelled. So what do you think about Angela and Baksha getting clipped by healing item nerfs? Is Zetian poke damage finally enough to make her a top tier mage? So will Kadita movement speed buff bring her back into the roam meta? Comment down below. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.